On April 15, 2008, Dr. Karl-Henrik Robèrt addressed a group of Midwestern eco-municipality proponents. This clip shows Dr. Robèrt addressing a concern raised by a participant, how to communicate with naysayers.
Turn to people who may be perceived as contrarians, the tricky head of economy in the municipality who is a sort of resistance to you, or whoever that person is. And then apply something which I refer to as the yes and methodology in combination with the asking advice methodology. It means that you go to them and you say, this is what we want to do, and so forth and so on. And then they say, yeah, but, and then, or they say no, and we can't do it because of this and that, and so forth. And then you say, openly, in transparency, but this is what we would like to achieve. What is your advice to us? And asking advice is an extremely powerful way of recruiting people that originally occur as if they are your resistance. In particular, if you listen carefully, because surprisingly enough, very often this advice is not piss off or stop doing that or whatever. If you are there humbly asking advice, you get advice. It's amazing to hear that you actually get advice. It's something with our constitutional makeup. Could you give me some advice? The answer, nope, is simply not human. So you will get some kind of advice. And if you listen carefully, there are components in it which is generally smart. Not all of it, but some of it is quite relevant. Maybe it told you what you have done wrong in your communication. You were misunderstood or whatever it is. And then you follow part of that advice and you let everyone know that I got it from this person. With send lists. And there is an amazing power in that. And when you have this dialogue with this contrarian, remember, never say no or never say yes, but, because it means no. So you always endorse what they say yes, and then you say and, which is intellectually extremely compelling and also challenging. Because if somebody says something, which parts of it is so dumb in your way of seeing it, train yourself to say yes, and then you repeat the stuff which is true, and that you agree in, and then instead of say but, you say and now you expand the system's perspective and you add your components without going against, and then you ask advice. So it may go like this, you know, this guy says, you're talking about biofuels all the time, that steals food from poor people, and by the way, it's far too expensive, you know, that kind of attitude. You feel angry and you want to argue, instead you say yes. It's far too expensive, and we have those problems with it. Yet we need to move away to renewable energy systems. And not only what you're saying, it's not even available. You can't even ask people to buy that kind of vehicles because you can't even find it. So this person really feels listened to. You're on the same page. And then you don't continue, but you say, and therefore we need to do something about this. What would be your advice? How can we move from where we are now, which is inherently unsustainable? What would be your advice? And then listen carefully, and you will see how that would change the situation. Aggression goes down, something comes which is very smart, and then let everybody know that I got this advice from this person. Is so powerful that it should be equipped with ethical rules, because you can get people work for you at an enormous level by just remembering yes and ask advice. To continue what you're already doing. Thank you.